I was put in a tiny underground cell, about 3 feet wide, 6 feet deep, and 7 feet high. I was beaten with a cable, punched and slapped on the face. My name is Maher Arar. I spent 361 days in a prison in Syria. I was tortured.
I was a teenager. I was a nurse. I was arrested with some doctors and nurses, some of whom were executed. My name is Minu Homeili. I was a political prisoner in Iran for 5 years.
From Bosnia, Rwanda, and El Salvador to America's so-called war on terror, Canada is a country touched by crimes against humanity. An estimated 1 million Canadians have experienced torture, genocide, and other atrocities. Once in Canada, some are shocked to discover their abusers living in their very own communities.
I found out 3 of prison guards living here in Canada.
I met him face to face in a restaurant. I was really shocked and couldn't speak, but my friends who were with me in the restaurant were really upset and they wanted to beat him up, and he ran out through the back door. He was the one who tortured me.
We know that there are thousands and thousands of war criminals in Canada walking freely.
The irony of torture is the torturers live, with impunity. Many of them live a very privileged life. Either they have stolen money from the country or have been given money by the government so that they can live peacefully in other countries.
Yeah, she's a rich woman. She tortured me, but she's living here. I witnessed many executions. I can't sleep. Sometimes.
After many, many years, I just can't go to sleep. When I go to sleep, my dreams turn to nightmare. I see gallows, curfew, torture in my dreams. I'm always escaping, always.
The Canadian Centre for International Justice helps survivors to bring cases forward in Canada and internationally. Part of this mission involves supporting the Canadian government in prosecuting war criminals in Canada, rather than sending them back to their countries of origin, where most of them would never face trial.
It's important to persecute rather than to deport. If they are persecuted, they will pay the price for their crimes. If they are deported, we are doing the same of what they did. We are sending them to torture chambers. Our goal is not to increase or to expand torture. Our goal is to stop torture and torturers to face justice.
A new international criminal court was established in 2002, with Canada playing a key role. This has created hope that massive human rights abuses can be eliminated worldwide because of the threat of prosecution. Yet the court will only succeed if countries around the world also conduct these trials in their own courts. It's a movement that Canada is ideally positioned to lead. Prosecuting war criminals works. In its first 10 years, international courts and tribunals have convicted over 100 individuals for international atrocities, including sexual violence. From government leaders in Sudan and Peru to paramilitary leaders in Chile and Argentina, from Liberia's Charles Taylor to Yugoslavia's Slobodan Milosevic, a global movement is underway. In those same 10 years, only 1 war criminal was prosecuted by Canada's War Crimes Program.
We need prosecution in Canada. First of all, we send a strong message to the whole world. Canada is not a safe haven to these horrible criminals. We also send a message to survivors in Canada that you are protected here.
I think the work of the Canadian Centre for International Justice is extremely crucial, especially at this point in our history. There are a lot of violations happening on the international scene. NGOs like CIJ try to put a stop to this through legal means, through awareness, through advocacy work.
My case is not unique anymore.
Over 1 million Canadians have experienced torture and other crimes against humanity. It's a problem that affects all of us.
Prosecution of war criminals is making a difference. By empowering our criminal courts and actively supporting the international justice system, Canada can help eliminate torture around the world. Justice at home truly can produce change abroad.
To be a great country, Canada must stand for the rights of all its citizens.
The Canadian Centre for International Justice. Help prevent torture, genocide, and other massive human rights abuses. Support victims in their quest for justice.